you came, and you won't leave here like you came, and you won't leave here like you came, and you won't leave here like you came, in Jesus' name. Father, we thank you and we praise you for this wonderful opportunity to go into your word. Thank you for the warfare that has been subdued in this house this morning. Thank you for the enemy that has been defeated, shot at. Thank you for the devil has been rebuked. Now cast around our minds, cast around our souls, cast around, take over this house, Holy Ghost. Take over this house. Get all in the organ. Get all in the organist. Get all in the drums. Get all in the drummer. Get all in the pews. Get all in the people. Get all in the pulpit. Get all in the preacher. Get all in the booth. Get all in the sound pit. make me believe it's his presence. Just because you clap, jump, spit, roll over don't make it his presence. Just because you talk about him don't mean it's his presence. He only shows up when you're doing what he told you to do. Let me say it again. God only shows up when you're doing what he told you to do. You showing somebody outside God's will, but showing somebody his spirit ain't with them. Some people say, I take the Lord everywhere. No, you don't. No, you don't. The Lord will take us everywhere. He where y'all at? Where y'all at? Where y'all clapping at now? Where y'all clapping at now? I'm always with the Lord. Stop lying. Stop lying, because you ain't always what God told you to be. But I saw this compelling movie the other day. Don't get mad at me because I'm saved. I saw this compelling movie the other day, and yesterday morning, before I got to work, and in this movie, I was in the movie, and I was with my spiritual mother. Some of y'all haven't met my spiritual mother, like First Lady Collins is many of you all spiritual mother. Not all of y'all, but many of y'all. Some of y'all don't have spiritual mothers. That's why your wife, your spiritual mother, that's why you're in trouble right now. But in this movie, I was with my spiritual mother and my wife was there. And we were at like Golden Corral or something like that. And she had a recipe for chicken. And some kind of way, the inciting incident of the movie was that I gave the people at Golden Corral her recipe so that they could stop cooking their chicken. And we could eat her chicken. So, you ever saw a movie and it started off and it's already had started? So something must have happened before the movie started. That's what happened. So I thought I was in trouble because she was joking with me. And so, but the guy said, he said, no, he said, we're going to take the chicken and we're going to use your recipe. And we're going to start serving your chicken. So he starts serving the mashed potatoes and gravy. I don't know, it's going to sound strange when it comes out of my mouth, but it looked good in the movie, in the drink that I gave. They had the mashed potatoes and the gravy and they were shaking it up like that. It sounds nasty coming out my mouth, but trust me, when you see it, it looked good. That gravy looked good. That gravy was oozing all over the mashed potatoes. I didn't even need no spoon. I was gonna have to go down south like y'all do it. I was going to take it to the head with fingers, like my mama and grandmama didn't do. They eat them greens like that. So anyway, they start preparing the food the way my spiritual mother said prepare the food. And so anyway, I sat down, Deacon Sanderson, he was in the movie. He came to me, First Lady Hatch was there, my wife. So he comes back to me, he says, I can't take the garbage out because they're in the way. And so, I don't know about y'all, I act in my dreams the way I act in real life. And so I said, I didn't say nothing, but I said, fine, I'll take the garbage out. So I went and I took the garbage. And when I got to the garbage, say if the dish door, say if it was there, it had an exit sign and I was going to take the garbage out. But it was 2 tables facing the long way, this way. And it was all the older men of the church there. The older men, not the younger cats. Y'all ain't indoctrinated like that. There was 2 tables full of the men from the church. And there was a lady. I know you was going to try to change the channel on me. I knew you was going to try to change the channel on me. I knew you was going to try to change that channel. But it was going to be at the same bad time, the same bad channel next Sunday and next Sunday. Because the eyes of the Lord in every place, behold the evil and the good, even with your clapping evil. And so there was a lady there. And the lady was over the men talking. All of y'all was there. Except you weren't in the dream. I don't know where you was at. And the lady husband was sitting behind her in a folding chair. The husband wasn't talking. The lady was talking. And the men of the church was there listening to her. Y'all already know what happens to me in the movie. So the garbage is there. And so Isaiah, Elijah, y'all at the table. So I said, Isaiah, take this garbage out. And so Isaiah comes and he takes the the garbage, and he goes getting ready to go through everybody to take the garbage out. I wasn't even worried about him taking the garbage out because everything reproduces out this kind. You'll catch that a little later. And so I walked off, and I went back to the table, and I left y'all at the table with the lady, and I'm just telling you the movie I saw. You ain't gotta subscribe to the channel. And most of you don't have a subscription. And I left the guys talking to the lady whose husband was sitting behind her. I went back to the table where my spiritual mother was at, and my wife, was at. And I woke up from the dream. I'm saying this to say this, John. You better be careful. There is no solace in just trying to do everything your wife wants you to do. Because people will have you, and oh God, I forgot that part of the dream. And there was a lady at the church. You know, some of y'all get anointed, and you think you're anointed. They had you praising and worshiping like you was a praise and worship leader, but you really wasn't. I said, bump that. I'm going back to where the real chicken at, where the real mashed potatoes and gravy at, and where the real lettuce at. See, we living in a day now where a lot of these ladies, they not trying to follow no Lord. This Men's Day, right? And a real man speak his mind, right? And a real man, if he got something to say for the Lord, I ain't like y'all. I don't bite my tongue to get none. When I'm good and ready to get some, I'll get some, and I ain't got to compromise truth to get none. But you might not have the perks in your existence that I have in being me. And that's why many men are left powerless, anointingless, and swagless. And God can't use you. I just sorry, y'all. This Men's Day, right? I don't get whooped. You watch your spirit, gentlemen. And that coming from the mouth of the prophet, because wherever there's a prophet, there's a Jezebel. Well, you don't listen to no women. I told you in the dream was my spiritual mama. I listen to women who got a connection with God, who got some sense, ain't crazy, and ain't possessed. Some of y'all friends, some of y'all parents, some of y'all mamas, some of y'all sisters, I will say it because I ain't no part. They possessed. And some of y'all daughters possessed. And until they get to know God for real, you better leave that junk alone. And every man in this house, rise up and be the man God. You don't need no ego to be anointed. You let that anointing rest on you. You let God show up on you. And you will have to do less arguing if you get anointed. See, when you're a man of God, you should make the world thirsty to follow God. I'm just going to say it before I preach. Some of us brothers, you don't make following God look good. You make following God look corny, mean, starchy, raggedy. Don't care about yourself. Don't take. That ain't the Bible. The Bible says, beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in what? Health. People ought to look at you as a man of God and say, that's all right right there, that's cool right there, that's dope right there. You're like you beat down, tore up, praise God. No, I ain't praising that God. I ain't praising that God. I ain't praising that God. Because ain't the God I read in that Bible. And any man in here who mad at another man for speaking what God says, I'm going to say it, you less than a man, because then you go listen to what women say about God. what I'm saying is that you should watch yourself if you always have a problem with a man that's confident in himself. There is something wrong with you. There is something wrong with you, brother, if another man's confidence irritates. Something is wrong with you. Can I get a real amen from a real brother in here? Amen. I don't need you broke down to feel good about me. I need you on your A game. You ought to need me on my A game. Because I'm going to bring it. I'm bringing it, Ty. Tell your brother I need you on your A game, man. They done beat y'all down. Life. 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 And I'm going to say this too, and women, be careful of women to be in control. Because whatever you control, you lose respect for. Amen. And some of y'all have lost respect for your men. Listen, dog. Don't you ever give all your respect to a woman. Love ain't never that serious. Because the minute you give over your manhood, your respect and dignity, it's coming back to you on a platter, dog. That's coming from the pastor. That's coming from, mark my words, there are living examples in here. And if that woman ain't got good sense, you got men, oh shaka, you got men who have left God, who have left churches, not because God told them, because they wives. What, they crazy? You ain't God. Well, I'm mad. Don't make it, you being mad don't mean it ain't God. They don't like the kiki. They sure want to say I'm anointed. Amen. And fine. Don't you think for 1 minute, them ladies don't say that. Don't you think for 1 minute they don't say that. It's 2 things I'm gonna make sure you say. I hate him, but he anointed, he fine. I don't care less, but you gonna say that. I hate him. You might think hate him. Open your Bible with me. Genesis, the 1st chapter. I'm on your side, gentlemen. Contrary to what Jezebel said, I'm on your side. I'm coming in to get you, brother. Genesis, I'm coming in to get you. By the hair on your chinny chin chin. I'm coming to get you, brother. They have duped you. They have duped you. Y'all scam me with all these long dresses on around here. I feel like I'm at prom and Carrie about to come up in here. Y'all scaring me. Y'all scaring me. Y'all scaring me. Genesis, the 1st chapter. Give me a few minutes. There's still a little witchcraft in the atmosphere, but God has given us a word. Let me say one more thing before I preach. For all the men that you get manipulated, all the kids downstairs, right? Everybody else, you're in high school, you done heard some mess before. All right. Well, they got YouTube. They got cell phones. They done heard everything. Instagram. To every man in here, every boy in here, every single dude in here, if you chasing coochie, and coochie move you, and a woman can control you by coochie, let past be first to tell you, you ain't doing nothing. But if coochie chasing you, I'm sorry, I'm sorry this Men's Day, let us have a Men's Day. If coochie chasing you, all right, now you can work with something. But if you chasing it, and you scared of it leaving you, somebody gotta tell you the truth. You ain't doing nothing, player. Well, why do you say that, Pastor? Because some women do. There are young brothers that God has a call on their life. They will forsake God for the coochie. Single, come on now. And she ain't that good to miss out on God. Come on, brothers, everybody like a good one every now and then, but come on now. It's for hell? Is that good? You gonna go to hell for that? You know that's the devil. What's she doing that you wanna go to hell? Genesis 1, verses 26 to what's she doing to you that you want to just fight against your pastor and fight against the church? What's she doing? Man, that got to be a new trick right there. If it's all like that, send the video. How can a brother be down? No, okay, this Wednesday. No. We got men have walked out the will of God. Oh, you got to be crazy. You got to be three fools. Genesis 1. 26 through 28, you got to be three fools. You got to be three fools. Genesis 1, 26 through 28. And God said, let us make man in our image and after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. So God created man in his own image, in the image of God. Somebody said, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. Somebody, oh Sheba, hey Basha. I'm sorry. Somebody, hey Sheba, see. Somebody living foul up in here. I'm talking about somebody married. Don't you know no good? Somebody living foul. Y'all think I'm playing. Somebody living foul up in here. So God created man in his own image, and image God created him, male and female created he them. And God blessed them, and God said, somebody living foul up in here. Be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth and subdue it and have dominion over the fish of the sea and over the fowl of the air. See, I told you somebody living foul up in here. And over every living thing that moveth upon the earth. And the word of the Lord is blessed. Father, we thank you for this one. Somebody living foul up in here. Father, we thank you for this wonderful opportunity to go into your word. I know somebody living foul up in this place. Father, touch and heal us in your word with power in Jesus' name. Amen. Come on, take your seat. Give the Lord a hand of praise if you can while you take your seat. And God said, let me tell you something now. Let me tell you something now. Eventually, sometime a man got to grow up. You can't be cheating your whole life. You can't be cheating your whole life. You can't be getting your adultery on your whole life. Can't be getting your fornication. Come on now. You can't be not your whole life. Uh-oh, they backing up off me tonight. They backing up off me already. They slide back. Come on. We're going to extract our thought from verse 1, and God said, oh, I am. That ain't what God said. Somebody said that in their spirit. Oh, I am. I would too. And God said, let us make man in our image and after our likeness. And God said, let us make man in our image and after our likeness. I'm glad I heard that in the spirit. Somebody said, oh, I am. It goes with the message. And God said, let us make man in our image and after our likeness. And God said, let us make man in our image and after our likeness. And God said, let us make man in our image and after our likeness. And God said, let us make man in our image and after our likeness. And God said, let us make man in our image and after our likeness. For a few minutes today, I would like to invite your spirit and engage your mind to this thought. Because I don't hate you. You are God's masterpiece. I'm going to let you digest that. You are God's masterpiece. You are God's masterpiece. Do me a favor. Turn to that person next to you and encourage them. Don't hate on them. Love them. And tell them the truth. Tell them, excuse me.
Excuse me.
You need to know.
You need to know
That you are God's.
that you are God's
Masterpiece.
masterpiece.
Find somebody else on the other side of you. Look them right in the eye and tell them, excuse me.
Excuse me.
I've gotten to the point that I've got to tell the truth. And God said that you are His masterpiece. Find somebody all across this mega church and tell them, excuse me. You need to know what the word of the Lord is for your life. You are God's masterpiece. Now, if you believe that for your neighbor, put your hands together and have some praise. If you believe that for the person to your left, the person to your right, the person in front of you, the person beside you, if you believe that for that person that's in the building with you, the people on your job, if you believe that, give God some praise. Now, if you believe that for you, just do like this. In the beginning, God created. This is the place. Hold on for a minute. You are God's masterpiece. In the beginning, God created. I'm sorry, Stu. I love me some me. In the beginning, God created. This is the place in which we find ourselves reading from this morning. The book of Genesis, the book of new beginnings. This is the initial book in the Bible that gives its readers many stories that give us insight to many new beginnings in our human experience. But most importantly, concerning the book of Genesis is that it establishes the two fundamental philosophies of our human existence, and they are, number one, who is the creator, and number two, who are the created. The danger is that when these two philosophies are not established in the life of a human being, then they begin to delve into such false philosophies as Darwinism that claims to this day that we evolved from the ape species, but the devil is 7 liars. You're not going to make me ever believe I came from a monkey. You're not going to ever make me believe that you came from a monkey. Although some of us. I don't believe it. The word Genesis in itself means the origin of coming into being of something, such as in the statement, the genesis of a new political movement. The word Genesis. Gene is the root word, the elementary, the fundamental source of hereditary movement according to science. Gene, the suffix SIS, is the process of hereditary things being passed down. Genesis. It is also the mainly narrative first book of the canonical Jewish and Christian scriptures. Historically, it is the 5 books of Moses were called the Pentateuch, and a word of Greek origin meaning the 5-fold book. Jews call them the Torah, meaning the law. Somebody say the law. It is probable that the division of the Torah into the 5 books proceeded from the Greek translators of the Old Testament. The names by which these several books are generally known are Greek. The first book of the Pentateuch is called by the Jewish Bereshith, meaning in the beginning, because this is the first phrase of the book. It is generally known among Christians by the name of Genesis or Genesis, which means creation or generation. being the name given to it, as designating the character because it gives an account of the origin of all things. It contains, according to the usual computation, the history of about 2,369 years. Genesis is divided into two principal parts. The first part, which is chapters 1 through 11. Good God, I love this Bible. Which gives a general history of mankind down to the time of the dispersion, or when the Jews came out of exile in Egypt. The second part presents the early history of Israel down to the death and burial of Joseph. You have to understand, in Genesis, Elijah, we see the beginning of life, but we also, in Genesis 40, we see the beginning of death. We see the shot. In Genesis, we see God pulling Adam out of the ground, out of life. But in Genesis 40, we see God putting Joseph in the tomb. It is the beginning of the cycle with life and death. There are 5 main characters brought into succession under our notice in this book. And around these characters, the history of the successive periods is grouped in the persons of Adam, Noah, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. In this book, Genesis, we have several prophecies concerning Christ. The author of this book was Moses, and under divine guidance, he may indeed have been led to make use of materials already existing. That's for those who say the Bible is just a book written by people. But it is a book written by people who were inspired by God. Amen. Now, the historical context that we just went over epitomizes the book of Genesis, because what the book of Genesis is truly all about, gentlemen, is how the Spirit of God created the spirit of man, then placed the spirit of man into a form body for man. Let me explain this, brethren. The Bible says in Genesis 2:7, and the Lord God formed who? The Lord God formed who? I just need some men. The Lord God formed who? Man. Who? Man. Who? Man. Who? Man. Who? Man. Dang, man. Who? Man. The Lord God formed man of the dust. Now, understand this. When I did that, Sykes, both the carnal and the spiritual lesbian spirit rose up in here. I know exactly what I was doing. Because some of them, man, every time you said man, something stirred up in them, feeling some kind of way. That's that lesbian in you. You be all right, we got some power for that demon too. Because everybody not a natural lesbian. Some people are spiritual lesbians. I got some of them too. I love everybody. And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. So from early on in Genesis, we understand both spiritually and philosophically, men, that I'm coming back for you women, that we as human beings are not stay with me, earthly creatures trying to have an experience with God. But we are spiritual beings, having an earthly experience with mankind. So when God created you, He created you, and He created you. You were spirit first. And because you were spirit, He had to form a body for you. And once He formed a body for you, He breathed into you, and it's your spirit that gives you life. But the problem with this philosophy is this. This is where we get jacked up, gentlemen. This is where we get jacked up at. Romans 3:2. Go ahead, hug up on her. Go ahead, do your thing, play. For all have sinned. That's a cop-out. The Bible said, as iron sharpened iron, so does a man sharpen the countenance of a friend. Men, we sharpen each other. For all have sinned and come short of the glory of God. That's our problem. It's because all of us have sinned, gentlemen. And we are rather good at sinning. to try to count us as unworthy of getting back to the... You don't need to be no pastor, you did this. You ain't no good husband, you did this. Remember when you did that 15? It's always somebody wants to hold something over your head.
Yes, sir.
And don't give you a chance to get to Psalms 51. Where you can say for yourself, behold, I was shapen in iniquity, and in sin did my mother. Most of the time, we as men, we know when we live in foul.
Yes, sir.
We know when we wilding out. We don't need nobody beating us up over the head about it. Can I get a witness around here? Ladies, you too. I know y'all sitting there looking all sanctified. You know when you out the will of God.
Yes, sir.
You know when you ain't right. You see, sin carries the potential to always hinder and destroy our ability to communicate with God in the spiritual realm. Are y'all with me? Y'all with me, ladies? Are we good? We good. See, even though we are already created spiritual beings, when we sin, Antonio, it breaks the connection with God. When we get out His will, it breaks the connection with God, ladies. It doesn't mean we're not spiritual. It means we're not connected to the right spirit. Understand this. You don't have to be saved to be spiritual. But you do have to be saved to be spiritual God's way. Stay with me now. John 4:24 says, God is a what?
Spirit.
And they that worship Him must worship Him in what?
Spirit.
And in
Truth.
So God's a spirit. That's God's existence. So the only way I can praise God is I got to get in the spirit. It doesn't matter what the song is. If the song is not in the spirit, and I'm not in the spirit of the song, then I'm not going to worship or praise God. Are y'all with me?
Yeah, that's right.
You can be spiritual and not be saved. That's why Galatians says this. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these. Adultery. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I am a prophet. I feel stuff. Somebody live in foul. Fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulations, riots, strife, seditions, and heresies. I'm going to stop right there. It's three dimensions of being spiritual without being saved we want to talk about. You may say, Pastor, why are we talking about all this? Just stay with me for a minute. The first one is idolatry. Idolatry is when you want to make something a God that's not a God. Some people have a nature worship. You ever heard this? The mountains are my church. And that's why I don't go to church. Because when I go to the mountains, I'm closer to God. Not that you ain't saying you ain't no close to God. You close to falling off and going to hell. Or you have hero worshipers. These are people, they worship athletes, and they worship band people. They worship their family. You can't put nobody in front of God. That's idolatry. That's the first thing the children of Israel did when Moses went to the mountain. That's why you got to have the right people leading you and the right people talking to you. The first thing Aaron taught them was how to be idolatrous. I'm going to teach you how to act like it's God when it's not God. That's why when people do stuff in church and it ain't God, now I ain't clapping my hands. You trying to teach me to play with God. I was about to say something else. Blank no. Heaven no. Because you don't want the real God don't mean I came here not wanting the real God. You can huff and puff and blow the house down, but it ain't going to make God come up out of it. The second one is witchcraft. There are a lot of people, witchcraft. There are witches that fast and pray. That's why people went to that psychic stuff. Ooh, tell me my future. Let me tell you your future. Give me $50, I'm going to tell you your future. If you don't get right with God, you're going to go to hell. Don't be messing with that pastor. My mama is psychic. Well, your mama going to hell. Your dad is, my daddy is like, my daddy said he be dreaming of fish. I know I'm messing with some sacred cows. Dreaming of y'all witchcraft mamas and grandmas. Don't you be calling my mama no witch. How am I going to get this out? Your mama might not have a broom, a black dress, and a big pointed hat, but the practice that she's doing is a witch. And so don't come trying to tell me you dreamed the fish and you dreamed the stars fell on my head and all this other stuff, and you still drinking, cussing, smoking, acting a fool, ain't obedient to the pastor. The next spiritual dimension is emulations. This is scary. Emulations are when people, they come off like they got it, but they just imitating what somebody else is doing. You have people on your job, they act like they the boss. And everybody treat them like they the boss, and you don't know why. That's a spirit. You got people in your family, they ain't even the one with the most sense. But everybody seems to listen to them. That's emulation. They emulate. Listen. Some of y'all family members ain't but one problem away from a nervous breakdown, and they fighting to hold it together. And they be talking, yes, wife, for sure. And yet you know you crazy. Don't take your medication. Some of y'all in here didn't take your medication today. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You ever got people in the church? They try to act like they the leader. To try to call everybody, text everyone. I knew y'all was going to get uncomfortable. I'm coming playing. And they just can't teach the lesson. They got to teach it like they dropping science. Like they dropping tree. It ain't but 1 + 1. And let the real church say. Amen. And they will bully you to make you act like they, oh Lord, and don't talk about praying. How come people feel like the louder they pray? Here we go. Here go the trick right here. Here go one right here. And we really want to get you on my job. I'm going to pray for the pastor, and I know you got to clap for that. But these people walk in these spirits. That's why the scripture says, beware of false prophets. A false prophet is just not somebody who lies to you. It said, beware of false prophets which come to you in sheep's clothing and inward they are men in wood. A false prophet is somebody who's pretending to be something they're not. That's why I go out of my way to make sure everybody know who I really am as a human being before I start prophesying, because you ain't gonna lie on me and say I'm trying to be this when I'm really that. I want you to know I'm silly. I want you to know I'm funny. I want you to know I'm crazy, so that when God begins to use me, God can get all the glory. He said, well, beware of them. They're the raving wolves. You gotta watch these people. False prophets are not just people that say, and God told me to tell you. Sometimes false prophets are the people that call themselves encouraging you in church. You see them on your way to work. You see them through the streets of Great Falls. You see them through the streets of Marshall. And they trying to say stuff about the church, but they say stuff, but when you finish talking to them, you discourage And now you fight to get to church when you used to be on fire to get to church because somebody came to you talking about the church, but they didn't see that they didn't say nothing bad, but their spirit was bad, and now that's killed your desire. That is a false prophet. False prophet can be somebody that's anointed of God to be a prophet, but they're not called to be your prophet. Just because somebody go to the same church doesn't mean they called to be your prophet. We are all called to prophesy. Because some of these people don't know no Lord. Some of y'all friends, and then we got this thing now. Listen, I understand you can Google everybody on TV. You don't know them people? You don't know them people? God spoke to me. Well then, okay, so then when you go to the next clip on YouTube and they saying the word of God, that gotta be God too, because if that person is God talking to you, then that person, you got 50 videos you gotta watch now, and all of God, and now you don't know who you confused, because you done listen to 50 people talking 50 different things in your life. A word ain't just whatever God says is right, it's what God is saying to your life right now. He said you shall know them by their fruits. You see, being spiritual is a God-given creative human right. Now, let me take my time today, y'all. Being spiritual is a God-given creative human. All of us are spiritual. All of us are creative. That's why you can't say you can't. There's our church people. The devil music. Everything that ain't quote unquote called gospel ain't the devil music. Because if it's that simple, then why you got so many homosexuals singing and playing instruments in church? What's your answer for that? I'm just saying, y'all. If people singing with Ricky Dillon, and people singing with Kurt Franklin, and people singing with DJ Hyde, you know, people always hate on DJ. If they can be devils, and they can be God, and they got a man liking another man, and a woman and one woman, then why you gonna bury Kanye? Why you gonna bury Jay-Z? Why you gonna bury Beyonce? Why you gonna bury everybody else? If you gonna bury, you gotta bury everybody. But if not, you got to give everybody space to find their place in God, because all of us got a little good in us and all of us got a little bad. Come on. So being spiritual is a God-given creative human right, but how you live out your spirituality is your choice as a person. This is why pastors are so important to you. The Lord, they shall say no more, the ark of the covenant of the Lord, neither shall it come to their mind. See, pastors will increase your life and add value to your life and add substance to your life. That's why you gotta watch people when they always gotta complain about the pastor. Now I'm talking about the pastor today, but I got to because I'm preaching about it. But I just happen to be the pastor, but I believed it before I was the pastor. You gotta watch folks. They're always complaining about the pastor, always complaining about the church, always can do better, and always got a bright idea. My question is that if God calls the pastors, how come God don't feel about you the way you feel about you? Irregardless of what your wife said, because he ain't called her. So they try to poison your mind. You have parents who try to poison their kids' mind. Now the kids come to church, they hearts all balled up. They on their way to hell. You your own man. Remember you told him that when he slapped his mama. Remember you told him that. Remember you told her that. Part of that stuff the kids going through. It is what they've been taught. So the Bible says. That's why I always, my kids, I always made them carry my briefcase. I made them do stuff like that. Not for me. That's how I always wanted them to learn. That early, learn how to serve the man of God. Learn how to respect church. Learn how to respect people. Don't do stuff in church to be seen. The Bible says obey them. That have rule over you. Ain't no man got rule over me. Obey them that have rule over you. You must understand who I am. Obey them that have rule over the man. Not because you less than a woman, for they watch for your souls. But when you such a feminist that a man can't help you, you have problems, baby. You are such a feminist that it is you and your girls and woman power, y'all have a problem. It is the pastor's job to give account for you. And contrary to how you grew up, pastors are called of God to bring us back to our places of Genesis. Pastors bring us back to that place in God. You ever get off track sometimes?
Yes, sir.
Pastors, a real pastor who care about you. I ain't talking about these punks. God, I gotta help. God, y'all pray for me. Y'all don't want to be like this all the time. I'm trying to be the pastor that say, and thus saith the Lord. See, some of these punks, they just Christ, no, you ain't praying hard enough. Some of these punks, so desperate to have a title, and so desperate to have a church, so desperate to have some people, that they won't even tell people stuff they don't want to hear. That person is not your pastor, but you can come and go as you please to the church. They don't know if you heard, they don't know if you need. A pastor is involved in your life. He don't control your life, but he's involved in your life and care about you. And if you're at a church where you can just do whatever and the pastor don't care, then that person ain't your pastor, ain't no pastor. Now granted, the Bible said they shall heap to themselves teachers having itches ears. Some women like punks like that. Pastors like that. They like punks. Because it's an easy transition. You got a punk at home, I need a punk at church. I'm trying to be like the old pastor. So I need to position as many punks in my life as I can, so that I can do what I want to do, how I can do it. I'd rather you leave me being a man than you stay with me being a punk. So pastors bring us back to that place in God in which we realize that we are created in somebody's strength is being renewed. That we are created in the image and the likeness of God. Now the reason this is so important as it relates to our purpose and our destiny on this earth is this. Until you and I, listen to me everybody, until